Today may or may not be a day where we get rid of this Honda Odyssey. I'm cleaning it out. I cleaned it out earlier, all our personal items out, but right now I'm just like gonna vacuum it and everything and shine it up a little bit, just a little bit. Took out the radio. We're gonna take out our sound system. That's the original radio. This is the aftermarket right here. And open up the speakers, take out this ground wire and everything that goes to the amplifiers. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. I'm not the one that wired this system in. Forgot to show you this, me disconnecting it, but it's just me pulling out wires. That's all you're gonna see. But I disconnected fully the amplifiers and everything. He routed the wire for the sub from here to the firewall. It comes out down here, and you can see the outside light right there. That's crazy. Down all the way back to the back. That's crazy. That's crazy. And now I gotta disconnect that wire from the battery. So first I'm gonna take this fuse apart. I'm gonna take this zip tie off, disconnect it, just pull it through the firewall, and after that, the system should theoretically be completely disconnected from the car. Like, should not be connected. I should just be able to pull the system, everything out, right out. So let's get to work. Disconnected from the amplifier right here. Here one. It goes into right here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run the car. I wanna try to swap. This is the new battery. I wanna try to swap this battery into this one and keep our battery. This battery is our older battery, so where I'm gonna run the car and disconnect it and then put that battery in. So we got the smaller battery in. It doesn't have a problem cranking, so I don't know how that's gonna fare in the long term, but I'm just selling it. If they want, the next owner wants to get a new battery, they can. But that's our new battery. We just put it in a year ago, so we taking that. Right now, we pretty much got the system out. We just need to take the wires out, remove it, and then it's back to stock. And we have to test. I think we're gonna remove the 2 front speakers, and then that's it. Then it's back to stock. I'm gonna show you right now. We got that's the new battery, and then that's the old battery that we took from the garage. What we gotta do is just get the rest of this wiring out, and then get the radio hooked up, and then take these 2 front speakers out, and then we're good. And we gotta test it out and make sure the system works, the speaker works, and then we're good. Tango's here. He's inspecting the work, making sure I did everything right, making sure we didn't blow up anything. This is the real one that installed the systems.
This is right. This right. Just I need to put the other side.
Yeah, I put these on backwards.
Shit. Give me the
screwdriver.
Where the play?
Over here. We got the original radio in, but as you can tell, it is not powered on. And I have a high suspicion because when I was removing the radio, I was removing it while I forgot the keys were in the ignition and it was like twisted on. So there's a high possibility I tripped the fuse. So I gotta look for where the fuse is at and see if it's burnt up. All right, guys. We got the factory radio working. We got it working. It's not bad for a factory radio. It's actually not that bad. Here we are with the original radio back in somewhat. Now we're just gonna find a piece to cover that gaping hole. Vecina. My goodness. Right now, we're just downgrading the stereo. We're just taking out our good kicker speakers and we're gonna put some speakers from a Subaru. They're like 4-inch, and I think this is a 6-inch. I think, yeah. So slightly smaller, but hey, this person's paying for the car, not for the system, you know. But look, this is the size difference. Yeah. Hey, I mean, so I guess these are not original from the Subaru, but it's smaller. See?
Sad.
Sad?
Yeah.
Very sad.
Just let him on
I know. But you want to know something that's positive? At least this van is not going to cost you any more money. Alright guys, it is like 2 days later from the last clip you've seen. That's why you see him in a different fit. The van is over there. Let me go get the keys actually. We made the stereo factory. The guy that was supposed to see the car, he didn't end up coming. He was supposed to be coming from Manhattan. I said, are you coming soon? Left me on red, didn't even open. No, well, he didn't leave me even on red. He didn't even open the text. So now there's another guy coming. This is 2 days later for the car. I have a feeling he's gonna try to low bill because at first, he said 1,000. I want to sell the car for 2,000, but he said 1,000. I was like, no. And then at that time, the other guy was supposed to see the car, so I was like, I have somebody else looking at the car and he wants it for 2,000. She said, all right. And then the guy texted me and said, is it still up? I said, yeah, because the guy never came. And he was like, 2,000. I was like, yep, 2,000. So now he said he wants to come today. He's supposed to be coming here around at 4. It is now past 4, so it's 5 o'clock now. So hopefully he doesn't do the same thing. I sent him the address and everything, and he opened the message, and I said, let me know when you're on your way. He opened the message and just left me on red. So I don't know if he's coming still, or does that mean another bail, or what? I'm not gonna text him for another maybe hour or two because, you know, I don't want to be like the annoying type. But let me show you what we did yesterday, because I'm sorry I didn't really document all the stuff I did. Let me put you on here. I really want to try to get better at doing this. You know, it's my first time. Well, it's not my first time recording a video, but every day, every video, I'm trying to get better. And I know I haven't been consistent as I want to. I've been, you know, I've been handling a lot of things in the background. You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to say that as an excuse why I'm not recording, because I should, like, you know, record regardless. But, you know, I've been trying to stay as consistent as possible in my videos. But when I do record my videos, I know, unfortunately, I don't get, like, the full, like, I don't bring you along with everything, because it's not natural for me. So I don't naturally be like, oh, let me pull up the camera and record what I'm doing and show you guys. I'm just gonna do it, you know, which is bad, because the stuff I be doing is pretty cool. Like a couple clips ago, I was disassembling the radio. I didn't even show you guys me taking it off and taking it out. I wasn't even thinking about that. But anyway, this is the factory radio on. I didn't even show you guys me putting this foam part covering this thing. It's just, I just put foam behind it. But we put the factory radio in, took the system out. There used to be a giant tweeter there. We put like skinny rinky dink speakers in here, but they're better than the factory. Anyway, Anyway, it doesn't sound too bad. Anyway, this is just they are getting some upgraded speakers in the back. Let me show you. Like right here in the corner right here. They're getting those Pioneer speakers. There was a sub in that corner where you see it's ripped apart right there. You know? I think it's worth the asking price I'm asking for. I mean, the van will be missed, especially for Ashlyn, because kind of grew up with this van. This van watched her grow up. Dad brought this van when she was like 12, and now she's 21, almost 22 now. They've been with them for a while. But, you know, sometimes you just need to change. You know what I mean? You can't have... If you want something new in your life, something better in your life, you got to get rid of the old sometimes. This thing has its issues. Me and Ashlyn, it's just me and Ashlyn. We don't need this big of a van. This thing is just way too big. And the gas is horrible on here, so... That's why we're going to sell it and get something smaller. Like I said, I want to get more consistent with recording and showing you guys the journey, what we do with the car and everything. And even when we get the other car, I want to show you what we do. A big thing coming up in the next couple months, we're going to go on a road trip. That's why we want to really get a smaller car too, because we're more fuel efficient and have AC too. I forgot, this thing does not have AC. So when you're in here sitting, have the, you know, just sitting at a like at a parking lot or something, and you want some AC, too bad, you're gonna bake to death in here. That's one of the other reasons why we're getting rid of this thing, because freaking sometimes when we're in the sun, bro, we just be baking. We wish we can just go over here and be like, AC, and for that thing to actually work. But no, it's just gonna blow hot air in your face. That's all it does. Right, like right now. Let me turn this off. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So hopefully the guy comes. If the guy comes, I'll document it. But if the guy doesn't come, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really want to stay more consistent with posting more content and engaging with you guys and you engaging with me. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.